The Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers both find themselves in the unenviable position of trailing 3-0 in the conference finals. With both of these historic franchises on the verge of being swept, who's more likely to pull off the improbable comeback? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scott Procter, and you know the deal by now. This is Proctor's Point of View. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you comment and subscribe. And if you do comment, keep an eye out because that comment could be featured in a future video like this one right here. Shout out to this user right here because we agree, man. We rocking with Scoot Henderson, number 2 overall to the Charlotte Hornets. We love Brandon Miller and his game, but Scoot is the way to go for the Hornets. And also, too, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess how many times a team has come back from an 0-3 deficit across the 3 major sports that play a best-of-7 series. But to this topic today, man, teams down 0-3 are 149 all-time in NBA playoffs history. And both the Celtics and the Lakers find themselves on the verge of an embarrassing sweep in the conference finals. It looks worse for Boston as of Monday after they were beat down in Miami, trailing by 30 points after just 3 quarters. The Celtics, they have the better roster on paper, but Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and a crew of undrafted players seem to have snatched Boston's heart. Maybe the craziest part of Sunday's Game 3 beatdown is the fact that Jimmy Butler played more like regular season Jimmy than playoff Jimmy. He scored just 16 points on 5 of 13 shooting from the field, while Gabe Vincent played the game of his life, outscored Jayson Tatum and Jalen Brown combined. The Heat are just not supposed to win Eastern Conference Finals games with Gabe Vincent and Duncan Robinson, 2 undrafted guys, as the game's leading scorer. But not only did Miami win, they embarrassed Boston. And embarrassment, that's a tough thing to come back from. And luckily for the Lakers here, they've yet to experience that in the Western Conference Finals against a really surging Denver Nuggets squad. And that's part of the reason why I give the Lakers just the slightest chance at making NBA history. First off, if anybody is going to be the first in NBA history to do something, particularly come back from a 3-0 deficit, it's the GOAT. It's LeBron James. He led, obviously, the only team in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 deficit. And as good as these Nuggets are, those 2016 Warriors were obviously better. Secondly, Jamal Murray, this man is hooping, averaging 35 points per game this series. He's been particularly dominant in clutch time. And while it could, I don't expect Murray to continue this late game excellence. Jokić, he's gonna get his, obviously. But the Lakers, they just can't afford for both of them to get off. And that's really the main reason why they're down 0-3 at this point. But lastly, the only way Los Angeles wins each of the next 4 games, which just sounds crazy to even say, only way that happens is if Anthony Davis plays to the level of Jokić or even outplays him. Now, obviously, that's a tough task with how well the Joker has played, not only this series, averaging 27, 14, and 11, but the entire playoffs as a whole. But AD is quietly averaging 29 and 14 for the series himself. He needs to average 30 the rest of the way and take on the defensive challenge of slowing Jokić down. Obviously, they tried to put Rui on him a bit, tried to put even LeBron on him, Jared Vanderbilt as well, but AD has to be that guy. So here it is. If Murray, if he returns to his normal form, if AD wins his matchup with the Joker and LeBron James reminds everyone why he's really the GOAT, NBA history, it could be made. You heard it here first. But back to the trivia question for today. Do you know how many teams across the 3 major sports that play a best-of-7 series have overcome an 0-3 deficit? The answer is 5. 5 times it's been done. 4 times in NHL history and 1 time it's been done in the MLB. So needless to say, it ain't going to be easy for the Lakers or the Celtics to pull this off. But that's going to do it for this episode of Proctor's Point of View. As always, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you right here tomorrow on Proctor's Point of View. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bbmsports.com.